Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Stage Racer episode number 50. The half centennial. And we are at La Vuelta. It's stage number 2. First one here is just a little bit punchy and not much doing from that. We're well down the order at the moment, so that was just because of trying to remember what stage 1 was. Oh my goodness, this is what happens when you have so many series overlapping. Not much happening here on stage 2. I really don't expect any sort of fireworks, so unless something picks up, we'll skip straight to the next stage.
Several riders are literally disintegrating due to the rhythm imposed by the pack.
With the conditions and the circumstances the way they are, here I am on stage 2, which I didn't expect at all, but right now, got a little bit of an opportunity. It's only a 2-man breakaway, meaning there are plenty of points available, and with 5k to go to the top of a Category 2 climb, I'll be looking to grab some points here early in this stage, just in case. It's only 1 point for third over the top, and again 1 point on the next climb, but I'd like to grab those 2 points and see what is possible. 3k to go to the top. Won't dig too deep for this, but I'd like to get that point. 2.5k. Okay, down to 2. Haas attacking the top. I do have a -2 race day condition, but you can see really not affecting me. Okay, 1.3. Putting a little acceleration. 700 meters. Sorry, Van Hoek. Okay, I've got it easily. Go ahead and sit up a little early. There we go, we picked up 1 point. Chance to get another point here in just a moment. Looks like myself being off the front, a field not happy with, so they're going to chase me back down. That's to be expected, that I'm a little bit of a threat and they don't want me to be away, so I've already been caught, even though you don't see the riders yet. There they are. Van Hoek already recovering. And we're already within 11k of the next one, so I do have my first point in the KOM competition, though for now, especially with the lack of mini comments and split comments, I suppose I'm going to go with option C in the short term. Ride for that overall, hopefully for the under 25s GC, and then pick up KOM points where I can and see if there's anything going with that competition. And if I do lose time, then I would definitely focus on the KOM. But if I'm still in it, then I suppose I ride for the under 25s. 2.5k to go to the top again already.
The pack really doesn't look interested in following the breakaway. Things have slowed right down.
Haas again attacking off the front. I think he'll have the majority of the points here. Early on, things are going to level off here in just a little bit, so there's not much left to fight for. So I'm going to start my acceleration a little early. Nobody came after me last time, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't this time. 700 meters. I'm going to go ahead and attack now.
Attack by Rohan Dennis.
And there we go. We take the points. Ease off. That's 2. Haas gets 8. Sen Layson takes 5 points. I'll be third in the initial KOM competition. There is one more climb at the end of the day here. And maybe, depending on what the scenario is, I'll come back for that one. But otherwise, I'll see you on the next stage. So there's 48 kilometers to go on this stage. Still a little ways, and it does end with a climb. But a few things to take care of before we get to that climb. First off, I just took care of water, and I need to start getting the rest of the team to the front. So I'm going to send everyone on relay, and then I'll immediately turn myself off because I'm already at the front. Hermans is now at the front, so I'll be able to turn him off relay, and I'll save him as one of the better climbers, and then let everybody else work their way towards the front of the field, getting them established in position to defend during the climb. Okay, Banishek's here, Verwilst is here. Let's get them off. Oh, can't do it that way. Verwilst I don't know much about. Banishek is definitely a capable climber, so we'll leave him be. Verwilst, and go into protect mode on me. Okay, Osorio, 78, might be my best companion today. Waiting on Rondags and Van Hoek. Okay, Van Hoek, you're going to protect Banishek. And Rondags will protect, let's see, Osorio or Hermans. Oh, definitely Osorio. Do we want... You know what, I think Hermans is going to be a little bit better option than Banishek. So let's go ahead and switch you to protecting him. And we'll let Banishek ride solo for the time being. Get myself set up as well. Alright, so we're ready to go for the upcoming climb. And here's the deal. For one, I've moved forward a couple stages. It is now stage number 5. But here's the thing. Team expects top 3 on the stage, giving me full leader status, but also top 3 for the overall. Completely unexpected. Did not think the team would be in seriously for the GC, as we were not in our previous tour. I really didn't see it coming. So, okay. 3rd overall. Yeah. I'll try. I'll give it a shot. But I've got full team backing for GC with an intent on at least the under 25s and maybe a podium place. Alrighty, well, let's do it. We still got 28 kilometers now. Little hill climb right now before we settle down and then set ourselves up for the final climb. Rondags and Verwilst already struggling. Peloton already beginning to shrink. Rondags and Verwilst among those who have gone out the back. Van Hoek is still right here, so he could protect Hermans, and Banishek could take over protection for me. And I think I want Van Hoek on Osorio, not Hermans. So we're down to 5. Now this is going to be the hard thing for me, is that none of these guys are great climbers. Osorio is going to be a pretty good climber today, though, so if we can keep him well protected, he should be able to stick around at least for a little while, offering me some support. But the support for him and the support for myself just isn't going to last too long.
Only 10 kilometers left.
Alright, so little recovery on that descent. I'm back to full strength. Osorio's looking good. Hermans is looking good. Banishek, yeah, he's hanging in there. Gotta make sure these guys aren't dropping too quick. Van Hoek, back he goes. And Banishek starting to get dropped here. So now we're down to 3. So that means Hermans, it's your turn. And Osorio. I want Osorio to stay put, follow me for now. When Hermans is done, you'll take your turn. Van Hoek. Out the back. Down to 100 riders in the peloton.
Now the guys up front are asking serious
Herman's
questions
already
about their
fading.
rear, as more of them are left in the wake. The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
Herman's recovers a little bit there. Osorio's going to have to take over here in a moment, but we've got 45 riders. We've got 6K to go.
No, the favorites is giving an inch.
Counter attack by Landa.
4.5K to go, actually. I was on Van Hoek still. Want you to take over. Herman's is still there, but he's done. So, Osorio, give me what protection you can, and that looks like we're seeing an acceleration here.
Soler is off.
Alright, it's 4K to go. I'd like to use the gel, but it's really not time yet. Alright, Osorio's going to be done, and I'm going to be riding solo now. 3K to go. Time for the gel. Soler and Berrier. Martinez, Lopez, 2K to go. Group of 6 chasing a group of 2. And I don't think I should be the one giving chase here, but it's 1.7K. And if I don't chase, no one will. I've got to give this chase up for a second. Is that Dumoulin giving chase now? It looks like it is. There we go. Now it's 3 of us chasing 1. 600 meters. I don't have anything left to attack with. 400 meters, but I still have something left, which apparently others do not. Sprint it out. Do I have anything left to take the stage? It's Dumoulin and Berrier with me. And I go over the top first. Berrier second. Dumoulin third. Soler, Latour, Martinez, Lanta. How did I just manage to do that? I never looked at my condition. It was actually pretty good today, wasn't it? Just a +1. But when you're fit, you're fit. Well, well, well. A stage win? Now that's not going to automatically put me in the race lead, but that is going to move me up the order because we are all kinds of split up. I was 40 seconds down after that stage 1 time trial prologue. Gosh, I cannot remember what it was. That's really sad. I know I've got a lot of series and a lot of games going, but I should be able to remember. That was just a handful of days ago that I recorded that.
And here are the key moments of the race.
The team support definitely helped. I had the team support later than these guys for a rare boost. And you can see just how much of a difference it makes having that team support. Kept me fresher longer. I only did some of the chasing. I wasn't the only one to chase down the 2 front runners who went too early. And then I was able to hang with an attack, hang with attack, and get the stage win over Guillaume Berrier, AG2R. Okay, it's a regen. 20-year-old climber. Wow, he's 20. Dumoulin takes 3rd. Soler. See little gaps, not big gaps, but already 46 seconds here. So I was 40 seconds down overall, plus time bonus at the top. I should be into the top 4 or 5 now. 2nd, just 1 second behind Berrier. 8 seconds ahead of Dumoulin. 27 ahead of Martinez. Just subtract 1 off of these times. You've got top 8 within a minute, and then outside of a minute back to these guys, and then 2 minutes from 4th on down. Pogacar, 2 minutes behind. Geraint Thomas is here for UAE. And I actually lead the KOM at this point. And it's a good spot to be in, 1 second behind this guy. Good. Very good. Best climber, 19 points. Pushing ourselves towards another level. That's big. Did get an update on the contract, and the transfer period is advancing, and I'm beginning to see fewer opportunities for 2022 in the coming days. I shall do my utmost to secure an offer. In the meantime, give it your all if you have any races. Okay. I just won a stage of La Vuelta. Let's see what happens tomorrow if we're going to get a little boost. And the next day we get an offer by Mitchelton Scott. There it is. We win a stage of La Vuelta, and they immediately step up with an offer. I love it. Okay, we're going to stop, and we're going to go accept that offer. We have a contract for next year coming. I forgot we made that really hard decision of not accepting the CCC contract. Dang, I forgot like everything from that episode. Here we go. I feel bad for them. I mean, that's a ton of money that they have to offer me. And I would imagine that's the only reason why they didn't already offer something, is that it was too much. AG2R could, maybe somewhere give us something, but as we already saw, this is not the Mitchelton Scott that we're used to, if you watch the sport anyway. And there's a good chance that you do, but maybe not. Both of the Yates brothers are gone. There's not any top riders here, but you can already see, though, even before I joined it, they're 4 stars. CCC just 3.5 stars. No change to who's there at that point, so let's see, where does that put us, or am I even in it yet? No, we need to move forward a day before that's going to update. Well, stage 6, punchy finish. I've got to be up for that one. These couple climbs early on won't do much damage unless they're still infighting over the breakaway group, but I would imagine we'll settle things down pretty quickly just because of those climbs. But these last 2 climbs, there should be some action, so I'll pick things up right before. On stage 6 of 21, pace is pretty hot in the field, and we're coming up on the first of those final 2 climbs. I've set myself up sprint train style for this one, and it's actually already working in that most of the riders have begun to recover. As we get a little closer here, it's time to start using Rondags to ease forward before we actually get to the climb. Rondags has a nasty -4 base state condition. He's not going to last too long here. For Wilst, also just not a very strong rider. So we're going to try to gently do this to bring us forward before the base of the climb. But at the moment, we've still got a ways to go to get through this field. Just 4 riders off the front. They've got a minute and a half. Let's take the aerial view for just a moment to see if everyone is in position, and yes, we are. I've got to go back to myself to get back down here. There we go. And we're now at the base of the climb. So Rondags is going to speed this up to about a 93. Now, I'm not looking to attack or anything. I'm just in a defensive position on this first climb. See how many guys we can get over the top. And then we'll put pressure on the second climb.
The Entente and the escape group
So as long as Rondags can stay near the front and not lose guys like Verwilst, who is actually fading at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these two and let Verwilst go for a moment. Rondags will recover slightly and then last a little bit longer than Verwilst here. Alright, so Verwilst, he's done. Back to Rondags. And he's going to have to go a little bit harder here. He's not going to last much longer. But we got to make sure we maintain this front position, and we really aren't. I think a lot of that came down to the speed of Verwilst just not being beneficial. But again, you're not going to lose here. A couple riders breaking away are not going to go off and win this stage, not from here. So Van Hoek fighting back forward quickly, but how quickly can he get the team with him? There's Banashek getting back on. Rondags, set you to auto, and we'll kind of look through here. Yeah, look how far back I'm caught up right now. And Osorio, okay, starting to make my way back forward, but Banashek's that next rider, and he's not finding the space. You need to get up there behind Van Hoek. We're into the actual climb now. One rider left on the front.
The pack's deficit is being cut back. A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the
Come on,
pack.
Banashek. There you go.
That
That gap, close it up a little bit. No more break.
The group is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic pace.
And I'm actually losing my guys here. Hermans and Hoek, you're gonna just sit up. Hermans, it's your turn. 2K to go to the top of this climb, and I'm actually almost out of team support here. So this was very unexpected. I really didn't think the team would struggle this much to get over this first climb. Van Hoek now going backwards. Sorio's starting to fade. I need to get behind Hermans. And I might have to ride solo here before I get dropped. At the moment, I am officially dropped. Come on. There was a bike length, and then it just instantly opened into a very monstrous gap. I'm going to have to do a lot of work here to try to get back into this thing. Osorio trying to fight back. Van Hoek loses contact. We're 16 chasing 30, and it's almost a minute behind. I want you to go back to auto, which hopefully means get to the front. Minute 14. Ugh. Here goes that third place on the stage that I never thought we'd have an issue with. But, I mean, look at that. Even I was tired. I'm going to have to cover a lot of this gap myself on that final climb, and I will lose time. So, the team giveth, and the team taketh away. Herman's... No. You're going to... Oh, Osorio's up front. Okay. Osorio's done. Herman's... Yeah, give a little chase. And that's 9K to go, and we're still not really ascending yet. Are we? I need to wait till the actual climb to do something, but nobody else is giving chase here. And the gap is getting bigger. It's now a minute 50. Why is there no power to chase from our group versus their group that's now out to 205? 7.5K to go. And my gel already done? Okay, I need to just go. Wasting energy though, chasing prior to the climb. "55 riders here, but 0 of them interested in chasing. I now leave the group behind. I'm going to pass Pogacar. He's not... He doesn't have any energy left, so I have to leave him behind." 5.5K climb, 5.9% average gradient. It's a 9.2 max gradient I saw previously. And we're catching up to a couple more Ineos. Wow, Yates and Van Barle. I don't have much left here. I need to sit up for a second. It's 2K to go.
And they're off. It's going to be very fast.
About to make contact with Froome, Millard, Madoué. 1.5K to go. I just need to keep pushing on here, because they're already going for the race win, and I'm 1.5K away. Soler,
Waiting for the tail enders who continue to
Martinez, Dumoulin. It's going to be a big gap. This is really unfortunate. Boy. I can't blame it all on the team, especially when I was controlling the team. But that was massively disappointing that this weak-ass climb destroyed all my teammates. I figured I'd lose 3 guys, and that would be it. I did not think we would lose any more than that. It's already 2:40, and we have not reached the line yet. 3 minutes. Wow, what a disaster of a day. Finished 25th on the stage. But yeah, losing the entire team before the climb, and then having one bike length, just a few bike lengths up ahead of us, just open like the Red Sea. Oh my goodness, that was... Moses was in that bike length, and we just got cleared out. That was the quickest I've seen a gap open in ages. I chose the wrong tactic. I should have had them protecting me. But honestly, this climb shouldn't have done what it did to my team. And so that was just poor. Really, really poor on their part. And poor on my part for having any faith in my team that you've heard me complain about all the way through. But after that previous stage and getting that stage victory and going, okay, the team's for real. No, they're not. Oh, they're garbage. And so, yeah, I got to put the blame on myself for having any faith in the team whatsoever. That wasn't an attacking strategy. That was still a protected, manage the pace, let's go slow type strategy, and yet the team just crumbled. And all of a sudden, that gap just, bam, right there. Oh, 3 minutes. Just like that. If I was at the front, I would have sprinted and covered it and tried to ride solo through the end. I definitely wouldn't have won the stage because I would have been a bit tired. But I could have finished top 10 still and only lost a minute and not 3 minutes. But even with the team to try to support me in a chase, they just lost more and more and more and more time. 3:09, the gap in the end. Crazy thing there is I passed Chris Froome, Simon Yates, Madoué, Van Aert, Van Barle, and Rudy Millard all on the way from the group that I left behind that ended up finishing 5 minutes down. So I pulled back 2 minutes technically, but at the same time I lost more. They just lost an additional 2 from where I was, but that is so frustrating. Down to 12th place, 3:10 behind. Just 1 second down to this 20-year-old who was somehow leading this race. Now I'm feeling like an old man at 21. Well, not the way I was hoping to end this episode. That's for sure. Funny thing is, it goes right back to, I really didn't feel like I was going to be a contender for this race in any way, shape, or form, and was thinking about the KOM, which I actually lead. So does the team change its tactic, or am I still going to be the leader? I guess we'll find out at the beginning of the next episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Sympathy like? F for fail? I don't know. Hey, I got 3 points. That's got to be for the KOM. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.